Okay, it is alive. Now it's live. Therefore, good evening. I'm still noticing a lot of delay between OBS and YouTube, I don't know why. I was not all that impressed with the weapons here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no. Just gonna go with this then to remove corruption on the early game. Okay, Eagle first. I want to say it shouldn't be a problem, but I do not have the... I do not have the shield for the boss then. Path forward, this is also path forward. Take this one. Well, I should have used the big guy to destroy the wall. Didn't pay attention to that. Not the best performance for the first room. Thankfully, I already have stuff to heal myself with. Okay, I can bypass the first boss, first champion anyway. Regardless of path I take. And I don't think I'll go for him. Get rid of the harpy. Get rid of this guy. The summoner isn't all that much of a problem generally. Especially if he doesn't get to summon. Okay, bow. Not that good. Throwing access definitely not that good. Killed by the environment can happen. Just toss all of the corruption. So I don't think I even need to fight the second champion. Because I don't have corruption anyway. Parry too early. Perception, take the healing instead. Really not up to my parry game today. Throwing knives got tossed. I do not need to fight the bird champion. So I'd rather take attributes. Hit all of them. And again. Oh, no stamina to dodge. I forgot. Spears use that up extremely. Do we have damage against weakened? Rather take the healing. Also rather take the healing. Attributes. Spears just eat way too much stamina. Okay. Knife's not irrelevant. Ah, he was the fur, okay. Wonderful. Not that good a curse, especially if you want to get money. Which I in fact intend to do. Or to get. Okay, money gun. I will take that. The whip isn't that impressive anyway. And the money gun enables me to at least do some gold offerings instead of going for pure corruption all the time. Okay, no, just remember to last hit with it. That was not the gun. Too early. And didn't last with the gun. Not good. Critical damage is a no. Don't have any of that at the moment. And a fire sword. This would be 72. And that would be 75, I think. So I'll take it. Even if I don't technically need it. Alright, finish this crit on the pistol. On the sword. Fire attacks is a no. That was close getting out of there again. Wait, how did the harpy exactly kill me? Heal me? I didn't pay attention to that. Attributes. Environment. Does fire damage count as environmental damage? Should impose a payment of 300 gold, okay. Doors heal me. Alright, boss, already. That was fast. Faster than expected. I'm way too used to the shield parry timing. That makes parrying with other weapons way too hard. Or unusual, more precise, I guess. Okay. 51. Academy. Is there a tutorial in the game? Also, Toby, do something about not being a person. Yeah, but isn't that just like text? And I just noticed that if something is on fire while poisoned, it has an actually kind of sick, like, poison fire effect. Oh, okay. So the text... So the manual text is just an additional to the tutorial. Well, next some. You need to stop healing yourself. No. Okay. It's so weird. I again have a chat rate, so the system accepts that you're here, but you're not a viewer. I don't get why. And I'm nearly dead. That storm is probably gonna do it at some point. Yep, okay. That was not a good of a run. That could be okay, Hammer. That's a cursed claw. Oh shit! An entire cursed set. I'm gonna take that. There's even an achievement for that. You do still not count as a concurrent viewer. I can see that there's a like on the video, so there's only one like on my screen, but you're still not counted as a viewer. Like, did you piss YouTube off somehow? Do you just not count? Okay, Fire Temple. Okay, which do I actually have? Charge attacks and an additional hit. Okay. Restores health. Dagger. Permanently increases base damage. Heals me, more damage taken. Probably not good against bosses. This is probably what I want to use against bosses then. Damage reduction. You are still not a viewer. What did you try this time? Nope, still not a viewer. Okay. Apparently that does not qualify you as a viewer of this channel. No idea, man. Did you opened over Discord again, right? Extension pistols not needed. I don't know. Try opening over YouTube somehow? Like over the channel page or something? Okay, with time I'm come to actually like love this claw. You think it's Firefox? That'd be a bit weird, no? Anyway, if you change the browser now, you are officially still not a person. Do I even want to change any weapons? Maybe for a good spiked shield. But nothing interesting here. Okay. Nope. In that case, you are doubly not a person, because neither counts as a viewer. No, wait, now it shows concurrent viewers too, but only in... What the Like, there are two statistics for concurrent viewers. One now shows one concurrent viewer, the other still shows no concurrent viewers, and no watch time. The claw kills too fast. You count for one of the statistics, but not both. Oh, so the delay is on... Wait. Is the delay specific to a browser or something? Which do I upgrade? Possibly the spear for boss killing purposes. Oh shit, now you count as a viewer. Somehow, now you just started counting as a viewer. 2, technically, because you're watching 2 times. Does that technically count as viewboarding? Okay, because I checked and my OBS has currently a... Oh, so from OBS to YouTube, it's currently like 3 seconds delay? Like 2 or 3 seconds? So if you have a chat delay, maybe that explains why last time you had such a delay when watching. Okay, browser doesn't matter. Still weird why you somehow now count as a person, but not earlier? Ah, come on. And I'm already not paying attention to the game. I'd actually like to just go through with 3 cursed weapons. Okay. But again, if the delay is on your side, then because as mentioned from OBS to YouTube it goes faster. Well, but it started counting as a person for both at the same time. Wait, this is... health now. Yeah, maybe it's just YouTube side. I can't technically know when you start. When you start, when you send your chat messages, so I can't really consider that. Fire damage. You are still a viewer. And if you're only watching on one, then you are technically, I believe, still 2 viewers. Or at least it's currently showing 2 concurrent viewers. Also, only in one of the statistics, because the other one says I have only 1 at the moment. And one says 2. Which exactly is the correct one, I have no idea. Oh, well, it still shows 2 concurrent viewers. Maybe the entire system is just incredibly delayed. Or maybe someone else watches, in which case... Hello? Yeah, but you closed the client, right? Bow's not irrelevant? Yeah, but wouldn't it show 1 concurrent viewer for both then? Because it's not one is viewer and one is concurrent viewer. Both are concurrent viewer. So now it went down to 1 concurrent viewer. Maybe now it noticed that you're gone with one of your profiles? Can't block that, can't parry that. What? No. I don't know, it's just weird. Huh. Maybe because of the count thing. But no, as mentioned, both just say concurrent viewer. If there is a difference between those two, I don't know. I'm assuming, however, that they're the same, because one is specifically in the analytics tab, which is, you know, there to show data, and the other one is in the overall section, I guess you'd say. Rainbow knives is a no. Stay cursed. And boss. Bloodlust. Oh, that should be gone soon. It's very weird. I'm just gonna assume YouTube delay and be done with it. Well, I fucked up the parry again. But jumping around the guy is kind of fun. Well, I'm assuming you were too, because it went to 2 when you said you start the second you started the second client. Could be entirely coincidental and there was someone else in here who was like, the fuck? Okay, he is angry now. And I'm dead. Okay. You were human at some... You were human at some point. Maybe the human already... Maybe it deleted itself again. Currently it shows 1 viewer. I don't know if that's you. It also shows no chat rate, which is weird because you're talking. Transiflict poison damage. Base damage perception. I think I'm just gonna go with the fire sword mainly because it has the good shield. You are communicating, which should affect chat rate, I'm pretty sure. So unable to chat? No, I can definitely read your chats. Well, we can at least assume that you're human. I'm gonna be honest, how do I know? You could be a robot. You would be a kind of advanced robot, have to admit. Poison dagger gets tossed because shield is better. I decide to not assume you're a robot because if you were, I'd be viewbotting. And no. Well, what better type of role player than a robot role playing a human? Think of all the experience you'd already have. Well, and there's a spam bot. Just gonna go ahead and remove that. Okay, any good weapons here? Nope. Take the rainbow knives for healing. Because it's basically just a link. But, so basically just 3 letters, dot, 3 other letters. With like a space in between so it doesn't trigger link detection. Concealed enemies are revealed by light when attacking, concealed normally. More damage in darkness. Unfortunately, those guys are literally every fucking where. Alright, concealed in darkness. Yeah, they are, okay. Hammer. Burning enemy, that can happen with the rainbow knife. So I'm gonna take that. But yeah. Yeah, then let him work. Whatever. As mentioned, we can just play tomorrow. Or the day after that. Okay. Oh, that's a first champion. I thought it'd be the Cursed Twins. That makes the entire thing a bit more difficult. Since he is not melee. I mean, technically I can stop whenever. I generally want to do about 2 hours. Oh, and here I wanted to ask you whether you'd be okay with Talisman on Saturday. Why does the third hit take so much damage? Do so much damage, I don't get it. Just because it's a crit? Nah, don't worry. Talisman is declined anyway, let's say. Remove this. Because the others are, like, one of them has pen and paper on Saturday, and I'm not here on Sunday, so... That's a no this weekend anyway. Who hides explosive barrels on his wicker baskets? Really? And I didn't even notice I'm already that low HP. Section gets tossed. The throwing knife's off on D-Zone specifically. Because... I don't know how familiar you are with the game. But every time you start a combo with them, they have another elemental effect. Which makes them technically very versatile, depending on how lucky you are. And there is a dagger that deals additional damage depending on how many different elemental status effects an enemy has. Which would technically also be a very good combo, but practically not that useful. And there are also throwing knives that are even more fun. The cursed ones. Titan Slayer gets tossed. Not needed. Well, didn't pay attention there again. But yeah, as mentioned, I tried. I'm thinking corruption will passively increase over time. That is not good. I've been thinking about making a Pathfinder character inspired by this guy. Unfortunately, have to lug around like 16 Balkan weapons. Which, you know, is a bit restricting. Oh. Fucked up the parry again. And again. I don't think I'll even reach the first boss. Okay, I definitely reached the first boss. I probably just won't be that long against him. Bit nice. There are a few fun weapons in the game. Especially cursed ones. They're generally rather... They have extra effects. And maneuvers that the normal weapons don't have. Explosive barrels have an increased radius. That is not relevant. Okay. Prepare to die. Yep, okay. I expected that to go about that hard. Okay. Poison bombs and constitution based. Yeah, because I don't know about Drifter. Because this guy technically uses guns. Like here, the money gun. But not always. I was thinking about there's the archetype for, what was it, twin weapon fighter or something? And the fighter himself can take most of those feats, so most likely it'd be a fighter. But you basically dual wield most of the time. Like, this guy specifically has, what is it, throwing knives, swords, maces, and claws as main weapons. So that would be like a claw, a sword, a claw, a sword, at least 3 throwing weapons, and a mace already for the full primary set. You have guns, dagger, shield, and whips as secondary. So you already have 4 weapons. And pretty sure most of those are 1 or 2 bulk. Like with the exception of maybe the throwing knives. Oh, better throwing knives. Rainbow knives. Nice. And then use also... Yeah, the dual weapon warrior dedication. But I'm pretty sure that the dual weapon warrior dedication is basically just the fighter feats arranged differently. So you could also just go for a fighter. But he'd also have to carry around a heavy weapon. I should have taken that maybe. A heavy weapon, like a great sword or a great axe or something. You'd have to carry around a bow, complete with arrows, a set of bombs, which would basically mean that you have to go alchemist, I think, and a spear. So that's quite a lot of shit a guy has to carry around with him. And then you probably can't fit in armor. Because you already completely... oh right, I have the money gun, I should last it with that. Yeah, you're not using the weapons all the time, but you still have to carry them with you, because in this type, yeah, I'm basically permanently in a dungeon, and I have drops all the time. We don't have that in normal pen and paper. You don't go to an enemy and he just drops you, I don't know, a better version of the gun you're having. That would be a bit weird if every goblin in this story just had, like, a better weapon they can drop. Dude, you know you saw the Battle Royale pen and paper idea that one guy had? I'm just thinking like pen and paper gun game. Very too early there. Yeah, one you sent me. But I just got the idea of like pen and paper gun game where you just, I don't know, whenever you kill enough goblins you get a better weapon. Just straight up upgrade. Did you by the way play in that battle royale? You said you wanted to participate. Oh, why did you decide against it? Oh, fucked up the last hit with the gun again. Oh, so it was basically just... Okay. I wouldn't know what I'd even go with in D&D 5e. Like the only char I played in 5e was a warlock. And that's basically just Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. Which is a stupidly strong spell for being a cantrip. Like, that single cantrip is simply stupid compared to basically everything we have in Pathfinder. Yeah, as a warlock, you don't need a battlefield controller. You just use one action, or, well, your one action you have per turn, to, like, attack 4 different guys, push them away for God knows how far. The PF1 summoner is stupidly strong. That is correct, yes. As we saw multiple times. But for example, in Pathfinder, you have the Eldritch Blast. If you've never seen it, it's like you shoot a ray at like 120 feet that you can upgrade to 300 feet range. It scales with level to, I believe, at the end you have like 5 beams that you can focus on one guy or split on 5 different guys, or anything in between, really. And it has special effects, like you can use it to push enemies away from you. And like the additional targets aren't even all. I'm pretty sure the damage also increases with level. The scaling on that thing is insane. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Pathfinder wants pretty much, yeah. Yeah, the the warlock is also just a basic spellcaster. So this is a cantrip, and you have like a type of warlock secret that you just unlock, and some of those are like you can attack more often, or you life steal now. And or one is just you get a get out of jail free card. You basically just you take damage uh, that would reduce you to 0 HP. You do not take damage now. Like, you literally just ignore 1 point of damage and then have temporary hit points equal to like 5 times your level for the rest of the turn. Yeah, but nothing in D&D can one-shot you. In D&D 5e. Pretty sure I don't know, the Bloodstorm Blade could probably one-shot an entire D&D 5e group. But that is 3.5, and 3.5 was different. Yeah, but as mentioned, D&D doesn't really have that. Also, I checked the normal summon spells for Pathfinder 2e, and I am not that impressed with the minion rules at all. Like the fact that you use one action, so your minion can use 2 actions, which technically, yes, increases the number. I didn't pay attention to the hitbox. Fuck. But yeah, you basically use one action, so your minion can use 2 actions, and it has a maximum of 2 actions per turn. And I'm pretty sure you can only command 1 minion per turn, which doesn't help. How? Just with level? I know that there are some spells that are permanent if heightened. First plus is always ranged. That's always annoying, so I'm going for the second. That's in Pathfinder 1 though, right? Okay, snake first. Yeah, that's Pathfinder 1 then, yes, because Pathfinder 2 doesn't have that, hopefully yet, but it currently doesn't have that. Because I'm really looking forward to Pathfinder 2 permanency effects. Even though technically the runes that make your weapon magical don't require magical crafting. I looked that up and it's a bit weird because you don't need to supply the spells. You just need to know the rune to etch it. So you don't even need to be a spellcaster to enchant things anymore. I mean, the blood rate, considering how the barbarian was upgraded, I have to say I like the Pathfinder 2 barbarian more than the Pathfinder 1 barbarian. And considering how that got upgraded, I'm not sure how they would implement the Blood Rager. Or like the Slayer. Because if you're a hybrid class, either you... Well, they could probably... No, if you're a hybrid class, you're expected to have like the rackets. For example, the Slayer, which was Rogue and Ranger, I believe. You'd expect to have both the rackets and the Hunter style. Which, that would make any character pretty fucking overpowered. I guess you could use the weird hybrid dual class rules we had, right? The dual class variant to make hybrid. But you still couldn't make a Blood Ranger like that. Blood Ranger. But yeah, personally, I would like to play with the dual class rules once. Just to make the most absurd thing in existence. You think that it's a class specialization dedication or something? Like a record for the thief or something? Oh, I have a Titan Slayer. I didn't even notice that. Do I have healing? No. I'm gonna take that then. You mean like... But wouldn't that just be a multi-class dedication then? Or rather, wouldn't that just absolutely destroy the sense of the normal multi-class dedications? Okay, Curse. Regular enemies summon a Vermin of Death. Can help. Against the boss, since for some reason his summons count as normal enemies. Unlike all of the other summons. Yeah, but it would still, like, if you're saying, like, Slayer dedication, and it's basically, hey, you are now additionally a ranger or a rogue, then why would you ever take the like, if you're a ranger and you could get the Slayer dedication to be also a rogue, why would you ever take the rogue dedication that doesn't give you access to the records? Yeah, sure, but that's something different than a barbarian sorcerer. Like, you cannot make the Blood Rager in the current state of the game because um, of how the spells with their actions work, and if you rage, you cannot use things with concentration trait, which all of the spells nearly have. Which is kind of weird, actually, that you know, can cast spells, only you're not allowed to speak while doing it. I mean, that's basically what the Blood Rager is, though. And then the Blood Rager wouldn't need to be its own class, because if you just make it a dedication or couple it with another class, like, you can't just say, hey, you have this spell list, because the Blood Rager got spells at a different rate, and all of his spells were basically shuffled through. Like, on his level 4 list, he had things the sorcerer gets at level 9. You'd have to make an entirely new spell list. Fuck me, I'm fucking up the parries again. Plus the other thing, if you rage, you cannot use things with concentration trait. And all spells with verbal components have the concentration trait. Like, any spell with any trait has the concentration trait, except for somatic components, which have the manipulation trait instead of the concentration for some reason. Is that a curse? Yo, that's a claw. Ah, oh, it's the really good claw. Ah, I'll take it. Base damage warp, not necessary. That's what I mean, like, you'd have to completely, if you make it like an instinct for the barbarian, it would just be overpowered as fuck. Alright, wait. Kill with the shield for healing. Like, the biggest problem when we tried to homebrew him, when we tried to homebrew the Blood Rager, was how do you reconcile the rage cannot use concentrate and verbal spells? Also, how would you handle the spell list? Because of Pathfinder 1, the spell list was specifically made so you wouldn't have two overpowered spells, but would them get them at an okay rate. Though the Magus and the Summoner I find a bit weird as well, because they have like 4 spell slots for the entire game. Yeah, but like one focus spell isn't that much. And okay, yeah, the Magus has some additional spell slots for specific spells, which I think he doesn't even need to prepare. But spell slots are... Yeah, okay, the cantrips, but you know, doesn't really make the crowd fat. And don't basically... Magos and Magus and Summoner don't get focus can... No wait, the Summoner gets a focus cantrip, but that one's not that good. Also, it doesn't scale. Yeah, I don't know why they specifically say, hey, this is a focus cantrip. Like, no it isn't, it's just a cantrip. But focus cantrips aren't that common, are they? I believe like the Summoner has one and the Bard. I just off the top of my head, I can't think of another class that has focus cantrips. Oh yeah, that could be. Does that technically count as a focus spell for refocus activities? Because, like, you only can no, wait. The Constitution is a no. Burning enemy is also no. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure only the Bard and the Summoner have such feats. At least I haven't seen any other classes with specifically focused cantrips. I know the Monk has none, the Champion has none, the Cleric doesn't have cantrips. Or focus cantrips. Yeah, but they don't cost a focus point. They don't cost a focus point is the thing. Ooh, nice. Whoa. And if I'm not mistaken, fuck. If I'm not mistaken, the refocus thing specifically states you need to have lost a focus point. In which case the focus cantrip would not trigger that. Nope. Shield dealing exactly not enough damage. Yeah, but doesn't Magus only have focus spells? Pretty sure the Magus doesn't have a focus cantrip. So for him that's not really an issue. Okay, if he's gone, I can concentrate on a game for a bit. Oh, come on. Fuck. I dodged through the door. No going back. Get tossed. Vault. Do not fuck that one up now. At least doesn't seem like there are any untoward surprises. Except the enemies themselves. Fuck. Healing room. I will decline. Okay, really? If there's a third healing room after this, I will use it. Curse. Mines are only visible when in the darkness and deal dark damage. It is not a healing room. Also not a vault. Should struggle with the shield. Okay. I'm not that scared of the bosses this time, since I have the quick shield. Either yes or there is someone else. Whether you specifically count as a viewer, I cannot tell you. I can only tell you that currently I have one concurrent viewer. I'm pretty sure if anybody else would watch, they would have left after the nerd talk. But yeah, as mentioned, I do not think that the Magus has focused cantrips, so I'm pretty sure that the distinction doesn't really matter for them. Quick kill time limit I'll take, even if it's a bit late. 33% more offering, no. Regarding the Lost Colony, we wanted to do. You cannot play this weekend, you said, right? Okay, yeah. Then next week sometime. Though I have vacation next week. So I have the time. Basically at any time. Is the game resource intensive? And also, like, if we're only 3 people, do you add bots or something? Or just see how far you get with 3 people? Who still has... did not pay attention? Who still has a simple work laptop? Are you not running around with... I don't know... You had 8 eyes, okay. Better look for a 4th and 5th player then. Nothing of this is particularly impressive. Gonna go with this. No, I'm gonna go with this set. Oh, tablet 2. Why do you not own a gaming tablet? Candy Crush in 4K. That may have been the wrong path to go on. Sneak first again, nice. Not the direction I wanted to dodge in. Use the charge attack more with the mace to make them more effective. Well, but then whoever who plays League. I know I don't really play because all of my friends want to play Aram. That's a no. Spin attacks. Dude is ready now, yeah, like, give me this run. That's definitely a better one. Give me this run and then we can test. Then we can try. That's not on stream then, but whatever, you know. Okay, all regular healing effects are disabled. And gold is replaced with blood. I don't know, how long do you have time today? For the game? Oh wait, right, you hear me. Wait, do you hear me? You hear me? You do not. The end of the day is a very ambiguous way of saying midnight. I will take that. I will definitely take that. The increased gains, 100% increased gains in offering gear. Lots of healing thanks to the bloodlust. Okay, yeah. Around noon then is a good time, yeah. Okay, yeah. 3 seconds delay from OBS to YouTube. So why it takes so long from chat to YouTube, I don't know. Ah. As mentioned, I want to finish this run because I don't like pausing in the middle of it. But then I would be available. It's unfortunate because this is basically the start of the run and I'd like to, you know, reach Clovis once a day. Also, you played Pulsar before, right? How long is generally a run? Or is it even a roguelike? Poison spirits tossed, keep the bombs. Oh no, get perception. I am already at 4 curses, that is not good. Like 6 days, okay. But I assume you can save in between, because otherwise that would be a bit brutal. Did you die? If you say you finished, I'm assuming you just straight up died. I can... Okay, I thought that maybe like an end if you reach the titular lost colony. So is there no win condition yet? Oh, okay, so there wasn't that the lost colony wasn't actually in lost colony at that point. Okay. I fucked up that parry, and 320 damage is quite a chunk. Fucked up another parry. And another one. Next hit kills me, and I'm happy that poison cannot actually kill me. I mean, I'm not surprised that you do. It's kind of like the thing we do. It's kind of like the thing we do. I'm just gonna hang around in what I don't know, in the science bay or something. Like, is there any class that specifically needs human players? Except, well, like the captain, of course, because he adds the bots. Like, are there classes like, do you specifically need an engineer to be played by a human player, or is basically like the captain the only one that needs to be played by a human? Fuck lightning babies. Okay, bots can do everything else then. Okay, I'm guessing that's then how you play the game in single player. Well, I did not expect to get hit there. I parried too early. Okay. Not the best of runs I've had. This is nothing. This is a cursed sword that consumes gold and is also nothing, therefore. Bad mace. This is probably what I run with next time then. Okay, as mentioned, this was the last run, therefore I bid you a good night. And thank you for chatting. And actually watching today, since you now count as a human. Anyway, I'll see you in like Discord in like 5 minutes. Everyone else, good night.